Welcome to Hindu Infopedia. For millennia, Hindus have turned to the Rigveda not only for wisdom, but also for protection. In moments of uncertainty, its hymns carried the faith that divine forces would safeguard dharma when human strength seemed insufficient. These were not empty prayers. They were Vedic defense mantras, sacred invocations that shielded communities, preserved harmony, and restored balance. In our earlier explorations, we saw that Hinduism today stands at a civilizational crossroads. One path descends into darkness, the other shines with the timeless light of Vedic knowledge. This knowledge is not abstract. It is practical, protective, and transformative. Just as the Matsya avatar once guided Manu, so too does Rigveda's wisdom hold the key for our renewal in the face of today's threats. These mantras are not abstract hymns. They are precision instruments of Dharma, designed to protect, purify, and uplift. When worldly means had reached their limits, our rishis and kings did not surrender to anger or despair. They invoked the cosmos itself. This is not mere mysticism. It is science woven into sound and ritual. Acts of devotion carry measurable effects on both body and environment. Modern research demonstrates how mantras alter brain patterns, harmonize emotions, and build resilience. Vedic defense mantras, then, are not relics of superstition. They are scientific instruments of dharma, validated in ritual, measured in the body, and proven in the mind. History itself affirms this truth. When Maharaja Dasharatha faced impossible odds, when Arjuna stood paralyzed before overwhelming forces, they turned not only to swords but to mantras. Indra's thunderbolt, Agni's purifying fire, the Marut's storm winds, these were invoked to protect civilization without betraying dharma. And that brings us to a question: why mantras, not swords? Hindu dharma presents us with a unique challenge. How do we defend civilization without betraying its principles? The answer lies in three fundamentals: divine intervention over human vengeance, protection of dharma, not persecution of others, and collective spiritual strength. History again provides proof. In the Gupta era, Vedic rituals coincided with successful resistance to Hun invasions. The Vijayanagara Empire resisted Islamic expansion for over 2 centuries while rooted in tradition. Veer Shivaji, with few resources, humbled the Mughals. His coronation steeped in Rigvedic mantras. Even today, Hindu communities grounded in recitation and ritual show resilience to cultural dilution and ideological attacks. And notably, even when their processions are assaulted, Hindus rarely retaliate against minority festivals. This restraint is not weakness, but dharmic discipline. So, how does this work? The battlefield is consciousness. The weapons are vibrations. Traditional Hindu understanding, now affirmed by modern science, recognizes that the subconscious mind is programmed by sound, repetition, and intention. Rigvedic mantras encode dharma into the subconscious, so that in times of crisis, responses emerge from courage, clarity, and restraint. The mantra responds to bhava, not emotion. These mantras are not to be chanted with vengeance in mind, but with dharma in the heart. Your intention shapes the effect. Just as fire can warm or burn depending on how you approach it, mantras manifest outcomes aligned with your inner truth. This is why they remain so vital today. The threats we face, demographic warfare, cultural destruction, psychological manipulation, operate not only in physical space but in consciousness. Physical resistance alone cannot counter threats working through law, media, and ideology. But Rigvedic mantras strike directly at that subtle level. And so the path forward begins with rediscovery. In this series, we will explore suktas that our ancestors invoked for protection. In Phase 1, Agni Suktas for purification, Indra Suktas for victory, Varuna Suktas for cosmic justice. In Phase 2, Marut Suktas for civilizational threats, multi-deity invocations, and battle hymns. And in Phase 3, emergency protocols for crisis response, collective demographic defense, and long-term preservation. But with this power comes responsibility. Rigvedic mantras are not casual prayers. They were perfected through yajna and centuries of disciplined practice. They must be approached with understanding, correct pronunciation, and pure intention. They are tools of dharma, not weapons of revenge. Our ancestors preserved these spiritual technologies through millennia of persecution for moments like this. The threats are real, the timeline is short, but the solution has always existed, embedded in the Rigveda itself, waiting for us to rediscover, to chant, and to defend with it. That solution is this Vedic defense mantras. Next in this series, Agni Suktas for protection, invoking divine fire against adharmic forces. If the video was found useful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. To know more about the topic, visit hinduinfopedia.org.